All right, guys, toughness tip of the day, number 2 of 2026. Today is about dealing with haters and haters in general. I've covered this topic a handful of times already, but there's always new ways and new approaches that you can take this route when talking about haters, especially when it comes to, the adult life, the professional life, the business life, school. It doesn't matter what situation you're in, doesn't matter what profession you're in, you're going to be dealing with haters. You're going to be dealing with people, and specifically when I talk about haters, I'm talking about people that say negative things about you, make up things about you, lie about you, create things in their head of what they see as real. And I'm going to tell you the first and foremost thing about haters that you need to understand is that almost all of them create things in their head, and the spew and the hatred and the stuff that they talk about you or things they say about you they have internal problems within themselves. There are things that they struggle within themselves, and things that they see that you have that are strengths that they don't have, and they externalize that onto you, but in reality it's an internal issue inside of them. And remember, a hater is someone that's not going to be doing as good as you. It's someone that is going to be running their mouth, or it's someone that is threatened by you. There could be someone doing really well. That's one thing, is like most people think that haters are just people that are below you, and most of them are. The majority of them are, like 99% of them are. There is that small 1% that feels threatened by you, that is going to say things or create things that aren't real in order to, validate their feelings towards you. Like for instance, LT, it doesn't, we've produced MLB draft picks. One of them's in the big leagues already. Multiple is going to be coming to the big leagues. Like college athletes, multiple sports. It doesn't matter if it's baseball, softball, wrestling, basketball. We produce absolute studs that produce at the highest levels in high school and beyond in college and pros. And it doesn't matter what that track record is, there's going to be people that hate. There's going to be people that say negative things. And it's the same thing. It's true with other organizations. There's going to be people that have hate based on their track record, because you can be the nicest guy in the world. You can be respectful to everybody. You're not going to please everybody. There's people in my hometown. There's coaches in my hometown. The prophet in the hometown type thing. I can't be a prophet in my own hometown. There are guys that know how great I am and my instructors are, and how great we are, and they say negative things about us, but they definitely respect us. And the thing you've got to understand with haters is, first and foremost, remember what I said. They are creating something. They are externally projecting things on you that they hate about themselves. And so they're going to use that as a reason. Number 2, they hate their life. They're not enjoying their life. They're not happy all the time. They're upset about something all the time. They need something to talk about. And the third thing is that most people are just, they're gossipers. They like to create, their lives are so boring, they like to create things that aren't there to make them feel, well, I got to have energy. I need to be able to do something in my life. And instead of working towards something great and building something that they want, they'd rather tear others down. They'd rather create things in their head. I've got athletes that are superstars on their teams, and other players on their team will talk trash about them and say bad things about them because of the jealousy. There's other parents that will say jealous things about other players instead of keeping to themselves, instead of just worrying about what you can control and worrying about yourself. The only person that you should be competing with is yourself, being a better version of yourself. As a parent, you should only be worrying about your son or daughter becoming better at what they do, not comparing yourself to others, because again, everybody's route is different. But the problem is that most people don't know what it takes to be great at something, because most people aren't great at something, because they don't have the discipline that it takes and the accountability and the consistency that it takes to become great at it. So when people tear you down or they say negative things about you, what I have learned, now if it's someone you need to approach, sometimes you need to approach them face to face. But if it's someone that's not worth your time, because some people approach face to face like coaches. I'll have to approach actual coaches, hey, what happened here? What did we do wrong here? Why is this relationship not good? What do we need to do to build this relationship? Sometimes that has to happen, but most of the time, they are not even worth the salt. They're not worth the problems that they are going to create by approaching them. It's just not worth it. And I'll try to be PC with how I want to respond here, because I'm not trying to degrade people, but at the same time, like, they're not worth your time. So you get haters, ignore them. Keep doing you and be the best you can be. Laird's Training, Toughness Tip of the day. Ignore the haters, know where they're coming from, and don't even worry about it. It's not worth your time. Out.